Even though the world can feel very divided at times, people everywhere have very similar hopes and wishes for the future. There are great similarities between us, and that's a wonderful thing to see when we bring our members together as they represent the consumers in their marketplace. I love this work for many reasons. It's about giving us as individuals a voice in the marketplace.
Ready for day 2?
Ready for day 2.
Okay, here we go.
Consumers International is a global organization. We're a federation of consumer associations all around the world. What Consumers International does is bring those members together, enable them to talk to each other, learn from each other, and then we represent the independent voice and the voice of those associations at the global level. Consumers around the world are changing. They are becoming more demanding. The modern consumer is faced with a range of questions and challenges. How can I buy food that's affordable and nutritious and sustainable and supports my local farmers? How can I pay my energy bills and make sure that that energy is renewable? How can I pay online and not be subject to scams? All of us have the power to build a more sustainable marketplace. It involves choices about how we buy, what we eat, how we travel, how we heat and cool our homes. And some of us are able to make those choices more easily than others. We are incredibly important as individuals in the marketplace. At the same time, the burden of change cannot only be on each of us individually.
Salut Nico, vous allez bien?
Oui, ça va.
Très bien. Puis-je avoir un cappuccino, s'il vous plaît?
Bien sûr.
I would love to be more of a conscious consumer myself. I'm constantly thinking about what I buy and how I buy in the marketplace. For example, I haven't really bought new clothes since the start of the pandemic because I know the impact of fast fashion on the climate is so great. There are many opportunities now for producers to build different types of business model around connections to the consumer and their needs. On one hand, the consumer has far more power. We have far more choice. We have ways of giving feedback online or directly in so many different ways. But on the other hand, businesses have far more knowledge about us. So the relationship and the conversations we need to have become far more important. We can make the marketplace consumer first by ensuring it's consumer friendly by design. A consumer first marketplace based on the legitimate needs of consumers, that our hopes and wishes for the future are taken into account, for access, for safety, for protecting vulnerable people, and for economic choice, for the future of our planet and the marketplace with all of the actors in it. That's what we mean by consumer first. It is possible to build a better marketplace if we work together and realize our own purchasing power.